Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Indigo here, and we're about to jump into a reading. I had a crystal on here, but it just slipped out of the wrap, and now I have this gold piece stuck on here, and I'm just like, can it come off though? That would be nice. I don't think I'm gonna be able to remove it with my hands though. Oh, wow, look at that. Speaking of hands, my hand is itching. Somebody's about to get paid. It could be payday. You could get paid on Friday. Friday is your scheduled payday, but your check comes direct deposit on Thursday. Congratulations. Guys, this is gonna drive me crazy because I know there's a way. Like, I know there's a way. Right? So something could be stuck. Oh, that's how they did that. That was a cute idea. Let's just stuck this bitch. Wire's not unwiring. Oh my gosh, this is so much effort. Bro, the whole video is just gonna be me. If you stayed the last 2 minutes of me trying to figure out that whole situation, you deserve money. I hope you get money today. Okay guys, let's tap in. So this morning I'm channeling it's like this energy of understanding the lineup. Something I just heard in my head just made me laugh so hard. Oh. Okay, I have to see what the little lady is doing. The collective is going through a period of time where you're existing in this reality, right? And you're fully present, right? In each moment. I feel like as every day goes on, you become more present in reality, in your reality. But there is this like passenger energy where like I'm just a passenger in my life right now. Like, I'm not controlling what happens or what takes place, but I'm here for it. Like, I'm here for it. Somebody is here for it. They are here to watch life unfold at its truest capacity. And it's like everything that makes sense now, I feel like the collective is thinking back to when it didn't make sense. And I feel like the parts that didn't make sense were because there were multiple unconscious areas within each individual that did not allow them to see what was happening in their present reality. which I truly feel like that's where the term time heals all wounds, because within that time you learn these lessons depending on what journey you're on. How did that even get turned back over? Like, on this journey you learn lessons, and that's the time. That's why time exists, so that you can. I feel like this reality was constructed in a way that really forces the human individual to have to evolve out through within itself. I just seen in my head, even back to the point of reincarnation, like, some people die and people don't understand that divine timing. So there's a person I'm thinking about in particular, that there are people who, okay, so this is okay, this may be triggering for you guys to hear me talk about this topic, so just keep in mind that trigger warning. Like, there are people who have damn, I'm really trying to figure out this timeline of these realities, because there are people who leave the earth, right? Who go through this spiritual ascension on the other side, and sometimes have the choice to reincarnate again, right? And, like, these people are still a part of your planetary alignment, so to speak. They're still in your orbit. The energy is still in your orbit. So you, like, meet these people at a either more developed or less developed time, and that can be within time, which is the age, in association with age. So it's like divine timing truly is a thing. Like, everything happens for a reason. And sometimes our angels come back around from the other side to come in this present reality in a form that offers us more benefit than it did in their last form. Because, like, the more you reincarnate, the more lessons you learn. I feel like this lesson is really about pain and how people can deal with and manage their pain, how people can grow through things. I didn't even mean to say that, it just came out. Because in my head, I was like, damn, I'm saying the wrong thing. Anyways, how people grow through things and still develop into, the ascended versions of themselves. The world was just in an era of come on, you still gotta climb. So there is just a lot of things are starting to make sense, and I feel like as life goes on, the freakier the sense gets. Like, you get to an age where the truth truly gets uncovered. Please do not grab the phone. No. Mommy's recording. You can't grab the phone. You're gonna mess up the video. You gotta You gotta make the video. You can't turn it off. So then we got moon perception. And then we got cross pollinate. So this is people understanding the perception, their perception of things, and why they have said perception, what makes their perception the way that it is, right? So with that thought, you then come to the understanding of how do you progress, and how do you progress your current perception of things. And the cross pollinate energy is just going from one thing to one thing to one thing, but the bees with the pollen, they leave a trail of pollen everywhere they go, I feel like. So these dots, like a crossword puzzle, it's like dots. They're not a crossword puzzle, but whatever the fuck that thing is with the dots. Whatever that puzzle is with the dots, my G. People are backtracking their thoughts, right? And they're using the information that they've obtained to progress their perception of things. I feel like this act leads to... What are you doing? I feel like this act leads to the evolution of a nation, because we're really... I feel like a person's perception can really put them in a box to only a certain type of reality that does not allow them to truly experience the magic that is within this reality. Because a person can think that they know it all. And I feel like, and so when I think, okay, because clearly I'm... this is how I feel like people who have that entitlement idea that because they are who they are, they have the right idea or the right thought process behind something, or you know, being indoctrinated in school and believing that, you know, everything you taught just is as it is, and not thinking any further, and not descending in thought either. You just think exactly as is. You truly believe that you've been brought up and taught these things about reality, and then you come to realize that you have absolutely no perception on these things because you have absolutely no idea what that reality is, thus leading to the evolution of your perception. So I had to put her on the floor because she was just gonna keep trying to grab the phone. She's just watching me do this. Like, she likes to watch me read tarot. So then we got achieve with Capricorn. We got cultivate with Taurus. Alliance came out. Authority came out. And abundance came out. So with this understanding, I feel like you've been able to cultivate this new version of yourself. Which I feel like allowed you to reflect on your relationship with authority and how it has either added to your life or how it is taken away from your life. Your relationship with authority. Like, are you a person who can be taught? Are you a person who can be led? Um, are you that person because you allow yourself to be? Or are you that person because you were told that, you needed to be? Like kids who go to school or go to college. Like, a lot of kids just go to college because their parents tell them to. A lot of kids don't think outside of the spectrums of obtaining a degree. Like, people think to go to school, you have to, you know, you have to sign up to go to a school and be a student there. When sometimes you can self teach yourself things. And especially with the day and age that we're in, like, we have access to making a way for ourselves in a way that no other generation has had. Um, okay, so with all this growth, I feel like you creating alliances with people and forming new relationships will come with ease because you know yourself in a way that does not allow you to have to go through experiences to understand the outcome. And this could be like me talking to people who are very in touch with their intuition to the point to where you allow yourself to be guided without restricting yourself from being present in the things that you're being guided to be present in. And like achieve is the first one and abundance is the last oracle card. I also see Capricorn and Gemini. You could have Gemini in your 10th house. I see Taurus also could be in your 10th house. You could have a Capricorn or Taurus Gemini moon as well if you resonate with this message. And this is really like, because the moon card is the perception, it's the thing that's connected to your emotions, like how you choose to look at something is a reflection of what exists on the inside of you. Because even like a person who can make a very logical choice, it tells a lot about them as a person. A person who makes irrational choices, it tells a lot about them. And it all stems from who you were or who you became based on what you were taught growing up. Which is why, like, the people who always are in question of, you know, the big mystery, like, what is life? What's the point? Kind of vibe. You guys understand evolution. There, there are the things that I feel like are misunderstood come from a lack of awareness. So if you're struggling with understanding something, I think it probably is connected to you in a way that you may have not examined. Like a person who does not take authority well, a person who cannot, show up to work on time, or even just show up to work in general, or people who have a problem with, you know, direction or guidance. It can tell a lot about how they were brought up and how their mind has made up a different perception based off of what they experienced. I feel like I'm going around in circles with this, but I feel like the message is pretty simple. Because you have expanded your perception, you've also expanded your horizons in a way because you're allowing yourself to create and cultivate relationships with other people that are essentially leading to your abundance. So this could be heavily, I'm getting like a work thing. Like this could be an entrepreneurial endeavor, or it could be two separate people who have a business who conjoin on one thing because, you know, the dream work makes the teamwork, baby. Damn, that's a lot of cards. So we got mystery, eighth house, what's hidden, midhaven, pinnacle. So I feel like also there is some type of hidden money, or there's some hidden land, some hidden property that's left for you that is yours. Hmm. I also see like this could also be in association with partnerships with the partnership card here, Juno. Maybe you're being called to connect more with your emotions while being within a partnership. Something requires you to have an emotional depth to it. And I feel like this is because, like, maybe your partner has ascended, right? And realized, like, oh, okay, I am emotionally immature. Like, I need to develop more of my emotions, more of my feelings, right? And this person cannot have anybody around them to set that example. And I feel like this is a masculine to a feminine, and the masculine is looking to the feminine to be that example of what femininity is, because men have feminine energy inside of them just like women have masculine energy, and the feeling side, the intuition side, is led by the feminine energy. But I feel like there's also something hidden here. A relationship that you're in right now could be the reflection of the relationship you have with your parent. I feel like if this person, there's a person who reminds you exactly of your parent, right? Who you have to find reasons to love this person, right? But they still remind you of your parent, and it may remind you of like the parts of your parent that you wish were different. So maybe the parts of your parent that you don't necessarily like the most. But then there's also a person who exhibits, it's like they remind you of your parent, but it's more of the energy of the parent, like the energy of a mom or the energy of a dad. Like this person carries this energy. Like this could be a Queen of Cups energy, Empress energy, uh, Queen of Pentacles kind of energy, right? And those are like earth signs, water signs. Um, and this also helps you pinpoint why your perception of relationships or partnerships were the way that it was based on what you were taught, like we were just saying. Um, I just feel like there's a need to really examine and draw, connect the dots to certain things so that you don't perpetuate a cycle that needs to be closed out. When you don't learn a lesson, something can last a lot longer than it's supposed to. So you have to be open to seeing things for what they are, regardless of what your ego wants, or regardless of how your ego is telling you how something should go, because your ego is going to plan and say, okay, this has to be like this and this has to be like that. Your intuition is going to tell you this is what it is. Sometimes little to no actual proof, but that gut feeling of knowing something, I don't feel like has ever steered you wrong when you listen to it. She cute. So yeah, connect those dots. I feel like that's the assignment for today. Connect the dots back to, if if your perception on something is being tested at this moment, ask yourself and do a whole journal prompt or write in your notes or something. Why is what mold my perception to be this way? It could be experiences, which it is, like it's experiences. Once you have the experiences that made you formulate this conclusion or this perception, examine all those scenarios and really look at them from a logical and emotional standpoint and find the balance between what it actually is and what you feel like it is, and make those conjoin, because our feelings just resonate with what works for us and what doesn't, because what works for you might not work for the other person. And I feel like sometimes that the imbalance is what really creates the issue. So when you find like the bridge to connect the dots, it's easier to know when something that you think or feel does not fit the situation that you're in. Because you could be like triggered by something and it reminds you of something from the past, but it's not exactly what it is. The situations and scenarios are always different. But I did just see North Node, and I feel like this process is a part of you operating in your North Node. And I do really feel like this moon card is really, with the full moon, I feel like it's really in the retrograde going on. It's really speaking to cultivating an understanding around our emotional being, so that we can also feed that aspect of ourselves, because it needs to be fed, it needs to be healthy in order for us to be able to step into this abundance. Also, I feel like for a lot of you, it would make authority much easier. But that's all I got for this message, because I feel like it was actually pretty short and I kind of prolonged it. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like. If you're a new subscriber, hello, thank you for subscribing. If you are a returning subscriber, it is so nice to have you. Thank you for being here. Let me know in the comments section if any of this content resonated with you. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.